Good morning, all. Today is March 4th, Monday, 2024. Well, Matthew is down for the count. He ended up fracturing his foot. He did go to the doctors and stuff. It's weird. We're part of a tribal nation here. And so he went to that hospital. And the lady that the doctor, or I don't know who she was, he doesn't give me great detail. But anyways, they looked at it and said, yeah, your foot's fractured on the side over here, yada, yada. And they sent him off with this little tiny boot, a little wraparound boot. I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe they're going to put something else on him. But what really got me is they didn't give him a pair of crutches. I'm going, wait a second. So they didn't give you one of those walking boots so you can at least put, some weight on the foot, and no crutches. He goes, no. So he had to borrow crutches. And I'm going, well, why didn't you ask for them? And I guess he didn't think to, Doesn't like hospitals. I don't blame him. But anyway, so he ended up having to borrow some crutches, and he's getting around that way. He does have to go back to the doctors, but he doesn't know when. He wants to know what's going on with it. They didn't even give him any instructions, stay off it for 2 weeks, a week, or whatever. I don't know. It was different. But then again, sometimes people don't know what questions to ask too. They're in pain, or they're miserable, and they just don't want to. They just don't think about it. I've been there myself. So I'm going solo again today. I did not work on the house this weekend. I took time to pretty much rest my hip and stuff. I spent a lot of time in the office looking at editing and stuff like that, and trying these new programs and signing up for them. So I'm trying to, make some really nice videos, but I don't know how yet. So I've been recording and recording. So when you're seeing this video, it's because I've saved them all up so I can do it right. I'm already a fool kind of guy. I don't want to look even more foolish, But, I'm trying. Since I'm by myself, I gotta take care of all the chicken feed and scratch, take care of the water. And after that, I gotta find this valve. I gotta go hook up the hose. I had an issue trying to disconnect all the hoses before the freeze of 2023. So where we had one of these valves here, it was just 2 valves. I couldn't get any of them apart, so I had to cut all the hoses off and throw this piece away because the calcium or whatever buildup inside would not allow me to take it off without destroying the ends. So I ended up destroying 2 ends. So I said, all right, the heck with it. I just cut them all off. So now I got to go get three ends, 1 male, 2 female, to put on the hoses so we can start using them, because it's windy out there today. It's going to hit 80. Went outside, it was 70. It was weird because the other day it was 40, 3 days ago. But we have winds today going between 15 to 25, 30 miles an hour. And, so it's kind of hard to record in that because I don't have a sock or anything for the phone. All you hear is wind blowing around, whipping. So I'm going to take care of that, get that going for her. I will just bring you guys along for some of the water checks, because I had to open up all the valves in the garden area because we're using the plastic valves. Yeah, I'll show you. Go ahead and get the chickens taken care of, and let me go find the parts for the hoses, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, well, I got the hoses all hooked up. I end up having to, I'll show you here. I had one just like this here before, hooked up there, and I had to cut each one just to get it off. I'll show you why. Alrighty, well, it's not as windy, but it's still noisy because I still have to fix all the plastic. I bought the regular greenhouse plastic for the side. This is what you can buy at Home Depot and Lowe's. 6 mil. I mean, it works. It's not falling apart. It's still strong. I just pulled out the staples If you guys want to save money and do a greenhouse, you don't have to, you know, this is where it was stapled in. But this little piece over it. Lesson learned, you know. But anyways, here's why I had to cut it off. This is what I cut off. This guy came out of there and I can't get it out. So I went to go do the same thing and it was coming loose inside. So I said, all right, snip, snip. And since I couldn't get that out, I'll just snip that one off too because I couldn't get this guy off. It was spinning, spinning. I couldn't get it off of here. Let's head over to the back of the house. All right, went ahead and hooked it up. This is where our redneck skills come into play. So this water line is basically a 1/2-inch water spigot underneath the laundry room casework, you know, where the laundry room sink is. Wraps, oh, look at a spewer. Where are we leaking it? It's probably the one I couldn't get on all the way. Getting hard. Let me open this valve here, release some pressure. Fix that. Alright, so I'm gonna walk through here. Whoa. Our redneck engineering takes it all the way out to those trees way out there with one hose. So we have all these little valve systems here that we left open because they blow. These ones here I got to leave open because these are the main lines. I just put valves on them just so if I had to fix a line I can isolate it. But these guys here can get all shut off. Beds. I'll just go through it right now. Pretty good. They pop straight out, and then they pop out, and you just push them back on. Now we can close all these guys off all over the place. Alright, as you guys can see, the way I set it up was multi-zones coming down on the main trunk lines, right? So I have mains, which I shouldn't have done that. You know, I should have just had the valve over there, but I was, you know, kind of adding on as we go. Sorry, I got my fingers in the way. Turn that one off. There's a lot. I try to put them all in an area that my wife and I can get to since she's shorter than I am. But some of them, they get hidden pretty well. See when the plants start growing on all the fences. So I've got the trees open. I just turned off the tomato section and all that over there. Well, at least that's what we're calling it because my wife wants to use that area as a tomato section. And again, getting rid of a lot of these bags and going straight pots. She's going to continue to use these spray heads now that we have the plastic pots and try that first before we start replacing them. When I get ready to build the new garden and greenhouse section out there, I'm running the water line. I've mentioned this several times. The water line's coming out here to hit the orchard and it's going out that way. And I'm going to be doing a regular standard sprinkler system. You know, that'll be underground, come up with the, like the Rainbird or Orbit, or, where did I feel it? Where's it at? Got a leak someplace. I'm getting sprayed. Alright, I don't know where it's at. But anyways, it'd be Orbit or Rainbird products. Let me shut that off. I got handheld watering or, oh, those are on. Yeah, I tell you, we got tons. I wish that they would have stayed with the blue ones over at Home Depot, then they went to these guys and they blend in. You know, I can't really see those. You can see the blues a lot better. Let me make sure how the light's done. Where am I getting sprayed at? So I'm trip and fall here. Could have a fitting up right there at the 90. We got an issue there. It might be just popping out. Yeah. All right, I'll have to put a coupling here, a coupling there, just on a piece, and just put a long radius 90 to kind of similar to that. think we've got them all taken care of. Now let's go check trees. Well, he's much better than this way is. Saying I feel a mist out here too. What the heck? What the heck? These are what I'm using out there at the trees. So it's 4 gallons per hour. So you leave it on for, 15 minutes and you get yourself a gallon. But let me get done with this here, and then I'm gonna head inside and start working on finishing that 2-inch strip inside the closet. All right, it's still windy as heck out here, but here's the little girls. These little girls. Oh, look at the little girls. Oh, look at the little girls. Oh, the little girls. Look at the little girls. There's Reba, just bathing in the sun. Harley over here, sucking up all the water in Oklahoma. These two are buddies. They love to play. Huh, Harley? Don't they? Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I took care of that 190 that was all messed up out there in the garden, and poked the 4-gallon drippers there in the back corner, and went ahead and cut off the one piece. It looked like it got hit by a weed eater, actually. I thought it might have been, an animal, but now once I got down close to it and see what was going on, no, it looked like a weed eater because of the hash marks to it. So, oops. It's all right. It's all fixable. So now I'm going to go ahead and spend a little time in the house and try to get some of the stuff done in here. I really don't feel like it. But I'm going to get the rest of those little 2-inch strips on there. So, that's the way you do it. I'm going to go ahead and clean up, and I'm going to put away the stuff I don't need in here anymore. My demo is pretty much done. I'm going to keep a couple of tools, but I just want to get a lot of the stuff out of here. Yeah, it's one of those days. It's Monday. Monday I don't usually get a whole lot of stuff done because it's like pickup work. Fix the water, do this, do that, chickens and everything else. So, thanks for watching, guys. God bless.